What team lost? What team lost the offseason?
My pick. Okay, now before I give my pick, I need Ollie to shut up for a good 5 minutes and just not start your rebuttal until I am completely finished with my statements. My pick. I
have a feeling I know where this is going. I feel like I know where this is going.
Yeah, so my offseason loser...
Where could this possibly be going?
Ollie, please mute yourself. My offseason loser is the Boston Red Sox. My biggest question with them is I don't know what they're doing, which direction they're headed. They make such puzzling moves. They made moves like that a contending team makes for a final piece of the puzzle type move, veteran proven players on short-term deals. But they're not nearly ready to win right now. If they wanted to rebuild, I think they should rebuild. They have some young players in Tristan Cassis, Brian Bayo, their top prospect, Marcelo Mayer. But these guys are young. They're in their early 20s. Marcelo Mayer is in the rookie ball. And Miguel Blais, who's the 59th best MLB prospect, he's also in rookie ball. They got young talent to work around. I don't know why they're signing Justin Turner. They're signing Corey Kluber. These are just puzzling moves that I don't know what they're doing.
Because they're just trying to pass for a season.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all they're doing. They're going season by season to sell tickets.
So if you would let me finish, I was saying, yes, so their plan is to probably just stay afloat, stay relevant while the young guys are ready. But then why not just re-sign Eovaldi instead of go get Kluber? Why not just re-sign JD instead of Justin Turner? They signed for basically the same amount of money. So I don't know what you're doing. Their pitching is a mess. Their starting pitching is a mess. I'll get into the Red Sox mess of starting pitchers in our season preview video.
Steam coming out of Ollie's ears.
Your catcher's Reese McGuire. Why not just Reese McGuire jerks off in parking lots. Why not sign a catcher? Why not trade for McCann from the Mets? Kike Hernandez is at shortstop. Why are you letting your fan favorite Xander Bogaerts leave? You sign Devers in a desperation move, but then you sign Duvall to play center field. This lineup is a joke. This starting pitching, I'm going to get into it. I mean, Sale's injury history is really concerning. 5.2 innings last year. Last time he gave more than 9 starts to you guys was 4 years ago, 2019. Kluber, he's 37, his first full season last year since 2018. You go to Pivetta, okay, solid innings eater. He'd probably be a number 5 on the Yankees. I'd probably rather have Domingo Germán. He had a 4.5 ERA the last 2 years. Paxton, oh, remember him, Isaac? Paxton, his last full season was with the Yankees.
Has he thrown over 90 miles an hour?
His last full season was 4 years ago as well. 34-year-old coming off of multiple shoulder and arm injuries. Whitlock, okay, he's a solid pitcher, but he's a small sample size. 9 games started last year. He doesn't give you length. 4.3 innings per start. He never pitched as a starter for a full season.
Oh my! How much research did you do, you asshole?
He never pitched a full season besides 2018 with the Yankees minor league system in Double A. He's better in the bullpen. Okay, God. Brian.
You did the minor league stats.
Okay,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
that's the last time he threw 21 starts. Okay, now we move on to Brian Bayo. He showed flashes of why he's a top prospect, but he's not ready to give you 30 starts. He had a 4.71 ERA in 11 starts last year. 1.77 WHIP is like I've never heard of that. They got Mondesi, they got Yoshida, they got Jansen, they got Jansen, Turner, Kluber, Duvall. Their bullpen is solid. I'm gonna give you props for the bullpen, but these moves that they made are win now moves.
Ryan Brazier be like,
yeah, and they're nowhere near win now. So I'm just puzzled, and they're the biggest offseason loser in the league.
All right, that was crazy. Ollie, take a deep breath. Maybe grab yourself a cup of tea. Secure your thoughts. Make sure they're concise, not just hatred towards Ken. Let's hear a rebuttal. Do you have a rebuttal to any of those points?
You have no idea how much tea I've been drinking.
A lot?
Like 8 cups a day to cope with this.
So you agree?
All right. So the first number I want, I'm gonna rebut not with like long boring sentences, but just with simple numbers. Okay. Here's my first number. The first number is this: 2.94. Ken probably knows what that number is. 2.94.
I don't.
Is Brian Bayo's fielding independent pitching last year, which was in the top 10% of all pitchers with more than 50 innings last season. Okay, that's my first number.
It's a good number.
That's also my only number. No. But that's to suggest, that sort of represents the one thing you can say about the Red Sox is that you are underestimating the potential of their pitching staff.
Can I pause you for a second?
Now, you might look at them.
My argument, my
Okay.
thesis is that the Red Sox had the worst offseason in the league. That has nothing to do with the offseason moves they made and why they're making these moves.
It does. It does. It has everything to do with
Okay.
that. Well, because you say the idea that they're the loser means they didn't do enough to redress the problems they had last season. That's what you're saying. You're saying they didn't fill the holes.
I don't
that
think
last
I
season
said
revealed
any of
within the
that.
Organization. Well, that's what's deeper. That's the deeper.
All right,
meaning
you know what?
behind
Hold
the
on, hold on.
surface
Let me
of
I don't
it.
think he has
mediate.
any points.
Let me mediate. What did you think of the Red Sox offseason? How about that? Did you think it was good?
I think it was respectable. It was.
He lost his favorite
Effective.
pitcher, favorite MLB player, and it's respectable.
It was not
All right, let him talk.
groundbreaking. It was not earth-shattering. Certainly not.
I would say that. Yeah,
Moves were made.
they were.
Significant moves were made. Players were brought onto the team.
Oh.
Innings that were not available last season have been filled.
Okay, these are very general
a bullpen
statements,
which was
Ollie.
disastrous. Baseball is a sport. That's not. You can admit that's not general. Look, this team had an absolutely terrible bullpen last season, and now you have 4 plus options brought into the back end of that. And say we like about Corey Kluber, he is no longer an elite pitcher as he was, but he did pitch the most innings, more innings last season than he has since like 2018. So it was his healthiest season in years. He's 36. To say he has nothing left would, I think, be a stretch. He did lead the American League in walks per 9 innings last season. Had a nice
But he's
1.2
throwing it
whip.
down the middle and they're
So
crushing it. That's the issue.
There is something to be
I would
said
like if he walked
for
more
Kluber
people.
as a
Maybe
valuable
less home runs.
veteran presence in this rotation to help ease the transition into the young studs of the future, Brian Bayo and Garrett Whitlock, who have a lot more potential than Ken is willing to admit because he's jealous that we have Whitlock and Bayo. He wishes that they were on the Yankees. The Yankees now are a team with serious pitching depth problems, but I'll get to that in the next video. Other than
This
that,
is what the definition
wait,
of
wait.
grasping at straws is.
Ollie, you know what you sound like? You work for Red Sox PR right now. That's what you sound like. You are giving the most optimistic spin on what I don't agree with Ken that it was a disastrous offseason, but it definitely wasn't a good one. I don't know if I would have put them.
do you guys know how many times Justin Turner has been an All-Star?
Yes, but you look
Twice.
at his numbers in the last 2 years. I mean,
You know how many times Miguel Cabrera has been an all-star? Doesn't mean he's great.
like, do you really think Turner is providing that much for you guys? Ollie, oh, he fake cut out. Oh, bye,
He was
Ollie.
struggling.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, I'm breaking up.